Okay, guys, how we doing? Okay, it's I know it's Monday to most people, it's Wednesday to us. So we've got Wednesday afternoon practice this afternoon. Kids have had a good week so far, so excited about getting out there this afternoon, and then tomorrow will be a Thursday, kind of sharpen everything up for us before getting ready for the game Thursday night. So obviously, challenging opponent. SMU is a quality football team. They've had some quality wins so far this year, and a couple of tight losses against very good opponents. So big challenge Thursday night. Excited to be back in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium Thursday night. It'd be exciting to get the student body is always rowdy for these Thursday night games. So really looking forward to the Boneyard rocking Thursday night, and the players are excited about the matchup and be excited to be on the field. So looking forward to it. Questions?
Coach, we know SMU over the years really good offensively, but this year, defensively, old teams at 18 points a game. What have you seen on that side of the ball from them?
Just very athletic, all three levels. Up front, they're down four, two really good rushers on the edge. I feel like 40's been there for 5 years. He's just a very disruptive guy inside. But I just think that they have great length, great athleticism, run really well. Probably the best defense that I've seen them have since we've been playing them.
I know this bye week is a little tiny bit shorter, just a couple days with that Thursday game, but do you guys feel pretty good with yourselves coming out of that, just with what you were able to work on and the things you were able to work on yourselves?
Yeah, I thought we had a positive week last week. We were able to take and really focus on certain situations, and each day we kind of broke it up to address the things we wanted to address. And so it was kind of a little bit SMU last week, and then a lot of us last week, and then over the weekend got fully back into SMU, and thought the guys were very energized yesterday afternoon, and so we feel good coming out of the bye, getting ready for Thursday night.
Coach, how do you kind of go about self-scouting your own team through the bye week? What were some of the biggest things that stood out as you kind of had that week to focus on yourselves?
Well, we took a look back at all the games we played so far, and obviously you can look at some areas where we need to play better, and really identify those areas, and scripted out practice to where we were good on good for those different situations. And so really, when you look at last week's practice, all 3 days. Really put the kids in competitive situations, in doing the things that we need to improve on. And so I thought it was a very positive week to come out of, and got a lot of great teachable film from all the things and scenarios we addressed last week.
Coach, Julius Wood, he just seems to have taken his play to another level this year through 5 games. What have you seen from him as a senior?
I think a driven competitor. If you see him out there, he's got for a DB, he's got an edge and intensity to him that's more like a inside linebacker. He's a great teammate. He's awesome in our locker room, but when he steps on that field now, he competes at a really, really high level. I think you look at his play on the field, and it's a reflection of all the work that he puts in on the practice field. We go out there this afternoon, every rep he's in there, it's going to be focused, he's going to be communicating, and he's going to play wide open. And, just those habits that he's developed over the years in practice has translated into a really solid player. So excited for him and the way he's playing, and hope he continues to play at that level.
What have you seen from SMU's offense, and specifically their quarterback, Stone?
Well, I think he's a really good athlete, runs really well, throws it really well. They don't necessarily try to run him as much as, he's able to use his feet when, things break down in the pocket, and he can really hurt you. So I think he does a good job. It's a fast tempo. We've we faced Gardner-Webb earlier this year. I'd say SMU is every bit as fast or faster with how fast they try to snap the football. The running back has been dynamic, and I think 13 has been dynamic. They try to get him the ball in a lot of different situations, and then 82, the big tight end, is a great receiving threat. And so I think they have weapons all across the board, and the combination of the quarterback's athleticism, all their weapons, and then the tempo will be challenged Thursday night to slow them down.
Coach, you said last week you were going to give some young guys a chance to show what they got, see if they might fit in. Did you have anybody step up and move into spots they might not have been in before this week?
Well, I think, the big thing from last week is you had a chance to, let the kids that are, being redshirted to be able to run our offense, run our defense, and we let them kind of go at each other a little bit each day. And, the travel team guys, they really get excited watching those young guys get out there and play. And then I thought that the young guys really responded. And, back during preseason camp when you try to do that, they still, they're still trying to figure things out, being a college player. And now, you're half a season in, they got their feet a little bit more on the ground. And, like Raheem, those reps are so valuable for him. And, those young linebackers, those young D linemen, a couple of those young offensive linemen, just really excited about that class and what they will be one day for the Pirates.
You touched on it a bit in your opening statement, but Thursday night game, how much does that student section mean to you guys and the players? Because maybe some families can't get there, but the students should
Right.
be pretty into it.
Well, I think that student section down there is kind of the backbone of our program. That's we get a big win at home. That's the players go straight down there to celebrate with the band and the students. And I just you have recruits and stuff on campus, they always talk about just how energetic our student section is. And so I think it's, we're fortunate to have that kind of support from our student body. And, these Thursday night games when they're, some of our fans may not be able to make it, I think that they really bring the energy and make the stadium that much more electric, which it should be Thursday night. It's a primetime matchup, nationally televised game against a really good conference opponent. They'll be back fresh off fall break, and so they'll be rested up and ready to go. So I don't know how much professors are going to get out of them on Friday, but it should be a good scene Thursday night. Anything else? All right, thanks a lot.